say hello to Holly.
San Diego State is new to this league. They have been adjacent so long, proving that they're one of the best teams in the California coast. Back in the conversation now with the Pac-12, the Aztecs are excited to show they can compete with the best of the best. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Aztecs ready to kick it away first. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Burgess.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the delay, it's Jenkins. Maybe some room here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Jenkins. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Jackson will throw. This time it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Makes the grab on third. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And the offense picks up the first down, and now guess what? First and goal, man. In another situation where can I be the more physical team? This is what decides football games most of the time. Like, I can't get threes. I can't get zero coming down here. I got to be physical, be able to run the football, punch it in. First and goal, these opportunities come around for these offenses. You have to take advantage of them.
And the Bobcats have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Here we go, ready. Black 14. Black 14.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Ready, go.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
The run inside. It's Sutton. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground, it's Jenkins. Oh, he's got some space. A huge huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The Bobcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Ready, go!
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Burgess. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Touchdown, Bobcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's low. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Stepping to the right. Turning it on. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The early these scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away. They get to him as he throws. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
Gain of 16. And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Jenkins. Got enough for the first. There's some room. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back.
Let it go!
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. Touchdown, Texas State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone.
The extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's slow. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Aztecs headed quickly to the line. Running inside. It's Sutton. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Trying to bull his way in. The Aztecs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And guys, sometimes even as much as you hate penalties, at least it was one of effort. It backed up 2nd and goal. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Jackson will throw. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his upstairs to make the catch. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Texas State. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Quarterback making checks. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Ready, go!
Trying play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Return! Slide! Where did he go?
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Steps away to find some room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag.
Ready. Booster. Ready, go.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosion. Makes the grab inside the 30. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Bobcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the tight end. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Bobcats are threatening on first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Burgess. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's third and goal and third and long. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. On the move at the 30. Got the first down himself. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he grabs it at the 15. And the Aztecs are in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Aztecs! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Makes the grab in their space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
They want to run this quarterback. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Jackson will throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
The Bobcats line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man, it's low. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Aztecs in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off.
There he goes. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's first down from the 11.
Ready. 129, 129. Go!
Snapped it in the shotgun. Under fire. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Ready, ready. Ready, five. Ready, five. Ready to go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10.
Opposite. Freeze. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado, taking on the number 9 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Buffaloes, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start the third quarter with the run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he will be sacked at the... yard line.
That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. Getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a 3rd and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They'll run the screen. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Jackson gonna throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there. Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own. Snags it, and there's running room. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
Now looking to throw back to the middle. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's going to take off. At the 45, on his way. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Ready, go!
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Moving out to the right. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Finds his man. It's Sutton. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. And that's a great start to this 2nd half.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got it in the middle, it's low. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Aztecs want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And this one is perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Bobcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Jackson will throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
And the Bobcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Snap it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, what a response by this defense. 1st down, you give up 9 yards and set them up in great...
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And they caught them with their drawers down as the throw and catch picked up the 1st down on the fake.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the 1st down and keep this drive alive.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Might as well stick with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
41, San Diego State, 20.
He'll bring it out. It's low. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down.
Looking deep down the right side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Jackson gonna throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, that is textbook football 101. It's what every defensive coordinator's yelling on the sidelines. Sudden change. They want to be aggressive, capitalize on the momentum. They force the turnover on defense. Offense, they take a shot down the field, and they connect.
On the move. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. And as we head for the 4th period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Burgess. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Here comes the option. Quick toss. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Goes high to pull it in. He's loose at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that 1st down marker.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Hard-hitting tackle. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. The prevent defense is not noted for its pass rushing abilities, but it sure worked out for this defense this time.
You ain't lying. Usually it's drop deep, right, Reese? Give up everything underneath. If they want to get rid of the ball quick, so be it. But the quarterback, you could tell, was trying to buy some extra time and let some routes develop, and the defensive line just chased him and got the sack.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down.
Ready, go!
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down.
Over.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll try to do it himself. He hits the slide, and he's converted this 4th down to keep the drive moving. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On 4th down, knowing they're trailing, doing anything he can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of this home crowd. This is going to go down to the wire.
This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got to...
Caught, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pick back up on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Sweep, sweep. Give it. Let it go.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Aztecs. And here they come almost all the way back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. That's reeled in. It's Jenkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The give as they work on that clock. There's a crease. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
34.
He'll bring it out. It's low. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And they got him.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll pull it down and run. First down and more. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Ready, go!
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And this will be caught as they convert the two.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
The Bobcats hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Jackson will throw. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Now San Diego State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the first down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make.